So today we're going to be making fun of an insane Acheeto simp. Let's go. Like, this person is worse than Acheeto when it comes to his horrible takes.
Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is a video about our favorite commentary low creeper, communist creeper, who somehow did not happen to explode along with the USSR. That's besides the point though. He made a video where he calls Acheeto transphobic for being opposed to woke trans ideology in a show for 6-year-olds called
That's how you know they are insane, when they call it woke trans ideology.
The Blues Clues. It's something along those lines, the name of the show. But yeah, communist creeper made a video about it, accusing Acheeto of being homophobic like most people in the LGBTQ arrest alphabet community do, instead of taking criticism for what they do.
What's the criticism? You just don't like gay people being seen by children. That's homophobic. There's nothing wrong with being gay, so who cares if people know that they exist?
Now, not only because I'm the same person, but because my first video on my other channel was defending Acheeto, I support what Acheeto did in this video, and it's only
Yeah, don't worry. This person also supports doxing, so yeah, not the best person to take morals from. This person who made this video literally supports doxing and swatting, so maybe not the best person to take any types of morals from.
obligatory for me to come to Cheeto's defense. So without further ado, let's get into this video.
Hey, Blue, look at all these families.
Oh my god. What did they do to Blue's Clues?
I'm not gonna lie, in this entire video, there's not really any points he actually makes. He just constantly is like complaining that there's gay people in a kid show.
Okay, I'm gonna rip off every single band-aid. What happens in the LGBTQ community is sexual preference, and the rights to have sexual preference.
Yeah, the same thing happens with straight people, so having a straight couple on a show is the exact same as having a gay couple on a show. Who cares?
That shouldn't be taught to 6-year-olds. Anybody who thinks otherwise has no moral compass at all.
It's very simple. All you need to say is, hey, some people have a mom and a dad, some people have two dads, and some people have two moms. In fact, that's basically all the show did.
Also, I know you can hear Cheeto's audio. The reason why I sound that bad because Communist Creeper Joe says voice on he took every single piece of drugs in Chicago, Baltimore, Detroit, Los Angeles, San Francisco, New York City, Philadelphia, Washington, D.C., and every other city where laws don't exist.
You see, because laws don't exist because crime, so therefore no laws, even though those like cities are very overpoliced.
Because he sounds like that, he likes to like speed up the audio even though he talks as slow as he does.
No, I just talk relatively slow depending on whether I'm recording either in the morning or at night. And it's very simple. It's very simple. When I am responding to a video, I just speed up the video by 0.5%. It's a very common thing. Stop crying.
By pitch compensation, even I couldn't fix that. Sweet.
It's not a pinch difference. It's a speed difference. It's made different by a 0.5. It's not that hard.
At least you could understand what he's saying, but you still don't hear him in his normal voice.
Dude, I grew up on this. Oh, what are they doing? What? This is for 3-year-olds. Why is there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 different pride flags in frame?
It's because it's a parade, and that's why they have all the floats.
Okay, let me spell this out for you. You're being willfully ignorant of the fact they're teaching sexual preference to little children.
Oh, horrifying! Gay people in children's show. I feel horrifying. Keep crying.
In some cases, toddlers. Actually, no, you could actually be unaware of how bad this is, considering that your brain looks like a pink turd, and I
Literally, there's nothing wrong with children knowing that some people could have two dads or two moms. There's nothing wrong with that.
quite literally mean that. Your head looks like that an exit would collapse in on itself.
Might be a surprise, but actually, that's not what I actually look like.
Why? And a pride bow tie? What are they doing? This is for 3-year-olds. You don't need to make it gay for 3-year-olds.
Having gay characters in the kid show isn't morally bad, or morally good, actually. It's completely neutral. It doesn't really matter that much. It's important for kids to know that gay people exist in the world, and that's why they're in TV shows for children. It's that simple.
Here's a person saying that you should be teaching 3-year-olds that gay people exist in the world instead
What's wrong with that?
of 1, 2, 3, and ABC.
Oh, that's what we call a whataboutism. Well, you can't do something because what about that? It's very simple. You could teach all of this to children. It's not that hard. Different episodes could be for different things.
And if I call this person what they are, which is a groomer, I can get banned
Oh, this person's just an insane conspiracy theorist. Nice. Yeah, this person's 100% homophobic when he just openly calls gay people groomers. Nice.
for that, especially on Twitter. Like, dude, by the time that I hear a good argument as to why showing 3-year-olds that gay people exist
There's nothing wrong with it, just like there's nothing wrong with showing straight people exist.
is a good idea, my great grandkids are going to be engraved just like Communist Creeper's last brain cell.
I hope you never reproduce, because your entire family will always hate you.
I'm just saying, this is what's happening in real life. It'll be a good place to drop a nice weapon of mass destruction. Okay, on a serious note, people are, as a country, people with common sense are pretty heavily against
No, people who have common sense are actually completely fine with children knowing that gay people exist. People like you are insane.
teaching this nonsense to little children. And if nothing changes,
There's nothing nonsensical about gay people existing.
Changes, it's only going to be a matter of time before this community is accepted in California and New York. It may sound
I hope homophobes aren't accepted anywhere in a few years. That'd be really cool.
harsh, but really, facts do not care about your feelings.
Facts don't care about your feelings because actually there's nothing wrong with showing children that gay people exist.
But yeah, this is the third time he made my case on this point, so if there's a part that's cut out from Communist Creeper's video, it's because he made this point over and over again.
Yeah, because Acheeto only made a single point throughout his video that he doesn't like gay people because they're icky and gross.
God, the Blues Clues Pride Parade sing-along. God, man. And just even the little things, too. Like, this is how woke they're going. You can even see with the kid alligator, they gave him, like, a prosthetic leg to be, like, anti-ableism or something.
Not only is he mad that there's gay people on the show, he's mad that there's disabled people. Those people exist. Get used to seeing them.
Acheeto wasn't mad over the fact that someone had a prosthetic leg
Yes, he is. He was like, oh, they're showing woke because disabled person.
inside of there. In fact, nobody is. In fact,
Yes, Acheeto is.
he literally explains why he showed that.
Just because he explains it doesn't mean it's a good explanation.
And just even the little things, too. Like, this is how woke they're going.
And honestly, I think it's dishonest as hell for you to paint this into like a narrative that he's ableist.
He's the one who's complaining about disabled people being in a TV show.
Nobody's corrupted from seeing someone who's disabled.
You're right, so why is he complaining?
When I was like 8, I had a broken ankle and I was in a walking boot by the time my sister was born, and she's not corrupted because
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it, so why is he complaining?
there's nothing wrong with showing people that disabled
Then why is he complaining?
people exist, and nobody believes that. It
Then why is he complaining?
just doesn't fit your narrative to actually take criticism head on and either try to counter it or accept it. You don't understand that one day, painting a narrative that people who go against you are bigoted is
Well, see, if you are being bigoted, that actually makes you a bigot. I know it's insane.
simply not going to work. It's not going to work when free speech is restored. It's not going to work when people actually see for themselves what's going on. And it's not going to work when the majority of the country is turned against your movement.
The funniest thing is, conservatives are losing the culture war, if you want to call it that, because more people are becoming more progressive. Just because you are insane doesn't mean everyone else is.
One day, you're going to have to either own up to what the LGBTQ community does. Not you specifically, but as a community. You're going to have to either own up to it or die in the hill being ignorant.
It's just so ironic that the person who's like, oh, we can't teach children that gay people exist, they're calling me ignorant.
Man was a good man who used to do simple stuff with Blues Clues, and they would solve simple problems with simple solutions. They wouldn't be marching at pride parades.
Don't act like Blue isn't a lesbian. We all know she loves the other dog. And yes, Blue is a girl dog. A lot of people don't know that.
Just when I thought this accurate description of Communist Creeper couldn't get any worse, we now have a zoophile who's on our hands trying to ship characters, dog characters, and in a show for kids. I think it's like
This guy doesn't know that people could be in a little relationship with children's show. That's very common. Like, people have little boyfriend and girlfriends and shows all the time. It's a very common thing. Yeah, Blue and the other dog are little girlfriends. They're really cool. I like Blue. She's really cool. She's one of my childhood favorites.
say that the amount of hair on his profile picture is head is a score that he would get on an IQ test. Like, bro, the amount of times he's been rejected is the amount of times that he's tried 1 + 1 and he's failed. Last time that he came out of the closet to touch grass when he came out to his friends, then he lost all of them. I go on and on and on, but realistically, I think he could be non-binary too. He's a brainstem.
Marching in the big parade, let's celebrate! Families marching 9 by 9, hurrah, hurrah! Families marching 9 by 9, hurrah, hurrah! Allies to the queer community can love their queer friends so proudly, and they all go marching in the big...
Bro, they want your kids to be allies to the queer community, if not queer themselves, before they're goddamn potty trained.
Telling kids stuff about the world actually isn't bad. It could actually help them understand the world better.
I'm sure many of you remember how in the beginning Communist Creeper said Shield made no points in this video, right? Well, this is basically the end of Communist Creeper's video, and this is the only part where he didn't repeat that she was homophobic or people who don't think that kids should be taught. Yeah, let's put that aside for now. You said it's important to teach kids values about how to go properly in the world, so let's go there. In New York City, the education system is in such a dire straits that people who are 17, 18 can tell you what continent we're on, who fought the Civil War, who fought the Revolutionary War, who fought World War II, or how many countries there are, or how many countries there are in North America. Every year, there are 900 negligent discharge deaths because people aren't being taught gun safety. People are coming out of high school and not knowing how to pay their taxes, how to buy a house, or how to invest. So I think there's a lot more that's way more important than teaching a 3-year-old that maybe they were born a boy but they might be a girl. Yeah, that being said, thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And
It's good to know that Acheeto's fans are dumber than he is.
Socialism is when the government does stuff. And it's more socialism the more stuff it does. And if it does a real lot of stuff, it's communism.